How's everybody doing? And thanks for tuning into Wicked Warnings, your number one source for construction and emergency safety strobe lighting equipment for cars, vans, buses, bicycles, tricycles, and 2026 Ford Raptor Rs, just like this one. Take a look at all that flashy flash. You want to hear more? You want to know more about this build? Stay tuned. We're going to go over this whole build A to Z right now, and you'll be able to get everything you need in a comprehensive turnkey kit. Alrighty guys, let's start in the front, okay? What do we have here? We've got a factory DRL, that's your daytime running light. That's that amber light around the headlight right there. That's a plug and play kit, the auto flasher kit by Wicked Warnings. You'll do a plug and play T-harness behind each headlight, and you power this kit off the factory auxiliary switch. We have a lot of detail about that factory auxiliary switch and the location of the wires. At the end of this, on a separate video, we'll link it all to this one as well, but full detail on those auxiliary switch wires underneath the hood if you don't know all about them. And as I said, this plug and plays right behind the headlights. Now, if you wanted more, we also offer a kit for the fog lights as well as the DOT lights. That's that 5 independent steady lights that are in addition there that regular trucks don't have, 2 on the fender, 3 in the grill. We have a kit to do those. Now, it's not plug and play because there just isn't plugs to use, but if you want to get more flashy, check out some of the links to our other Raptor builds and you can see what's possible. If you want to keep it clean and nice and simple and discreet and stealth like this is a great kit, and as I said, fully plug and play right behind the headlights, fully removable, damage free, no factory wires cut in any way. So let me show you a little bit about what we did around back. Oh my gosh. Yes, that's an R. It really is a real Raptor R. Yeah, what are we looking at out back here? Oh, it's beautiful. Oh, it's marvelous. Isn't it great? We got a bezel up there by the third brake light. You just pop the third brake light off, put the bezel in place, put the third brake light back. You can always remove it if you like, and it doesn't drill any holes or have any damage. The wiring goes right underneath the headliner and goes forward, drops out the floor and to your auxiliary switches. Very easy. There's a grommet on the passenger side floor. You can drop right out and come up on the passenger under hood, right there where the switches are, so it's very easy. We have this in amber white as shown. That'll be what's in the package. You can flash it amber, you can flash it white, you can flash it amber and white if you like too. Need a different color? Get a hold of us. We'll order whatever you want. You can even get that light in a tri-color if you want to get silly with it, but this is a dual color light. Let me show you what else we've got below that. That's a plug and play auto flasher combo kit. That is a tail light is the red, reverse, the white. That is a combo tail light, reverse light kit. It is not a brake light flasher. It is not a turn signal flasher. It is a tail reverse combination. That is 2 kits. You can get the tail independently if you just want red. You can get the reverse independently if you just want white. Or if you like the red-white combo as shown, you can get the combo kit that is pre-synchronized as shown to do the tail and the reverse. Now the headlights and the taillights, of course, they've got 29 different patterns. You can play around with patterns, fast, slow. You can find whatever you like. And when you turn off the switch, all factory lighting returns to normal. You don't lose any factory function, of course. Now, you can do a couple of other custom stuff on the M-Power lights above the bed. Let me show you what we did on a couple of other switches. This, by the way, is running on aux switch 2 at the moment. Factory aux 1 is for the factory rigid fog lights. So aux switch 2 is your flash package as shown. And I'm going to show you what aux switch 3 does. Boom, extra white lighting. It flood whites the upper 2 4x2 sound offs. Now I left aux switch 2 on, which means the taillights are going to stay strobing. If you didn't want aux switch 2 on, or you didn't need the flashing lighting, you could always use the flood above it without it. Aux switch 3 will work independent whether the flash is on or off. The other thing we added into here for when he's off-road in sand, or any kind of a low light off-road situation, kind of like the Baja 500 arena there, where this truck might actually run a little bit, we gave him this, a bright amber, which they do prefer in the desert racing type scenario. They like that amber, bright white. And if you wanted even to make one of these flash and one of these steady, you could do that as well. The M-Power lights are very, very programmable. And again, they'll work with or without the taillights going. We just left the taillights going for the added display. So here we are back in flash mode, and that's how it's going to look when you hit the flashing again. I hope I explained everything. If you have any questions at this point, drop a comment, let me know. And while you're thinking about the questions, hit that like and subscribe button for me right here in the middle of the video. We really do need that, the subscribe especially, and the sharing and the liking. Engagement in the channel's big. So no problem, we've got more to sell you. But this kit right here, we're going to put all together for this brand new 26 Raptor or Raptor R. Of course, the R is just the engine. You don't have to have an R to use these parts. It will fit a regular Raptor, but if you have the R, that's very much cooler, right? That's why everybody wants the R. So running back around the front here, I'm going to tell you what you get. You're going to get our plug-and-play auto flasher kit for them amber DRLs. Again, you're not losing any factory function whatsoever. It's going to return right back to factory and work just like it should as soon as you flick off that switch. Okay? Now, while you're in strobe mode, which you are right now, this is all it's going to do. It's strobing. You're not going to have your factory function while you're in strobe mode because you can't have your cake and your pie and eat it too, right? You got one or the other. So that's how it works. You turn off the switch. The kit is a la carte, comes with everything you need. It's got the plug and play connectors, it's got the wiring, it's got everything you need for the front half. So if all you wanted is the front half, just buy that front kit and you are good to go. You won't need really anything else to go with it. However, with this package, we're gonna go ahead and throw an accessory install kit in as well because it's the whole package. So you'll get that in addition to the front DRL flasher as shown. Yeah, already working right around back again. We're going to give you that bezel. We're going to give you the two 4x2 lights that go into that bezel in amber white. Need something different? Hit us up. Another nice trick is if you paint to match that bezel, you can really, if you happen to have like a red or white or a blue truck maybe, if you paint to match that bezel, oof, extra sweet if you like paint to match. But it comes in a black ABS plastic that looks very nice as is. We're going to give you a 30-foot piece of 18.5 wire. That's going to take it over to the passenger side, down to the floor, forward to the front passenger footwell area where you'll find a factory rubber grommet. You can poke right through that factory rubber grommet, drop through the floor, and come right back up behind the passenger front tire, right by the battery by your aux switches. Super easy, right? I mean, children could do this. It's not that hard. So back here, we're going to pop the tail lights off and we're going to put a T-harness behind each tail light. Your main module is going to go on the passenger side and it's going to have an extension that goes right along underneath the tailgate there under the truck behind the bumper and the T-harness for the driver's side. At that point, you're going to have your power wire from the passenger side. It's going to run forward along the frame all the way to the auxiliary switches under the passenger hood. Everything in that rear kit, whether it's the red kit, the white kit, or the combo kit, it comes with everything you need. So again, if you just want the rear kit, you could delete off the parts for the upper bezel if you didn't want the bezel, or if you were running a camper shell or something like that. It would be the third brake light bezel with two strobes and the 30-foot piece of 18.5. So feel free to customize if you need. The other benefit to this kit was no firewall poke, right? There's no drilling in a firewall whatsoever. Your auxiliary switches are underneath your hood. And I have great detail about the amperage and draw on those auxiliary switches and what the different wires are at the end of this video. We've got some more in-depth video about those auxiliary switches, so make sure you stay tuned for that. And this is a very easy install. Like I said, there's really no drilling, no damage to the truck whatsoever. Everything is 100% completely removable. So if you were leasing or planning to trade this truck, like I really hope maybe the guy who owns it might sell it to me in a year or two, then you could remove everything if you ever wanted to. There's no permanent damage of anything whatsoever on the truck. So that's a cool value if you do want to resell or trade back in the truck. So it's always nice to not have any damage. So once again, we'll swing around the front, just show you kind of what we did. And again, we're utilizing auxiliary switches 2, 3, and 4 on this. We're leaving 5 and 6 for future modifications, probably some off-road lighting or something of that sort. Yeah, this is a pretty dang cool truck. I like this Raptor R. It's definitely a little different than the standard Raptor. And at first I couldn't really see myself in a standard Raptor because I'm a big V8 guy and my normal F-150 is a supercharged V8 already. So it'd be hard to go down to that 6-cylinder. Although the 3.5 has a pretty good amount of power, this Coyote 5.0 with the supercharger has the power I'm after. So if you ever see Wicked Warnings driving a Raptor, it'd be one of these. And if you got one of these, drop a comment, get a hold of us, get some kits on it, and show it off. The other thing I'll say is if you got a truck like this and you have not brought it up to Silver Lake, Michigan yet, you should. Silver Lake, Michigan, big sand dune park. Very, very cool. A lot of room to stretch this truck out and see what it can do. And if you are going to make a visit up to Silver Lake, Michigan, get a hold of Wicked Warnings because we've got some friends up in that area and we go there often. So again, Silver Lake, Michigan sand dunes. Great place to take this truck and have a little off-road fun. So again, stay tuned for the rest of the video. This was a nice long one. I hope you all enjoyed it. Drop a comment, and again, do me that favor, like, share, and subscribe this video. Hey guys, so this one's special, right? Really cool. Focus in on this. This is a Raptor R. Focus in on that monstrous V8 with a supercharger in there. Pretty unique Raptor, but all Raptors have auxiliary switches anyways. And what are we doing? When Ford made the Raptor, they took the auxiliary switches. They give you one set of wires that go from here to under the dash, and that's it. They don't connect to nothing. They give you another set of wires here that goes to the actual switches. Buried here next to the battery, you got to take the battery out to get to it. There's two harnesses. One's wrapped in blue tape. That is dead. It's a wire that goes from here to the inside, and it doesn't do anything else. It's useful if you have a radio or something inside that you want to use your aux switches to power, so you can connect inside and then connect the pass-through wire to the actual aux wire here. I don't do that much. Most of our stuff connects underneath the hood. So what we do is we go after the red harness right here and we actually extend it. I'm going to put a good 14 gauge GLX wire on here. We're going to extend each one. And that way, once we put the battery back in, we can easily attach to our aux harnesses without messing with the battery, without taking anything else out. And I'm upsizing that wire so we have a really good connection, no problem. Waterproof, uninsulated butt connector here with our adhesive line heat shrink to make sure it's 100% solid. And then if you want, you can come in here and I'll kind of show you real quick what it is here, and I'll let you zoom in on what the actual switches are. You can give us an eyeball on where we're talking about in here, where those lights, wires are. And then I broke down the switch colors for you and the amperage. So if you have a Raptor, even if it's not an R, you can go ahead and this is what your switches, what the wires are doing. One is your OEM fog lights if equipped, and then of course the rest are listed out there. So as you can see here, we only have 5 wires because number one is equipping the OEM fog lights on this Raptor. So that's it. That's what we're doing. We're extending that out, getting ready to put the battery back in, and we're going to get ready to light this candle and show you all the flashing lights we did on it. So, but step one, we do this just to make life easier for the owner, for anybody else upfitting, and also for us. And this way the battery only comes out one time. You don't need to keep taking it out over and over. So that's what I'm working on right now.